He was born with the strength of an axe. This freakish power has shown since birth. So I'm always careful when I go out. The floor tiles cracked. What are his knees made of? Starting from when he was a baby. He showed a side that was defiant. When he was 3 years old. To fetch a ball stuck in a tree. When he was 5. Because the math was too hard. He smashed a salad wood table with one palm. With a build like a wemuxis. Doing homework inside is a waste. That will teach you golf and archery. Girls really shouldn't play such dangerous extreme sports. Mission's grip is white light today. Have a bucket of cement is enough. Mission. When will sessions payment date? Sending you on a blind date so suddenly. I'm afraid you'll kill someone if you get excited. Without an agente, who dare marry a giant like you? The family situation is also bad. Settling your Mary Jelly would fulfill an old man's wish. Dead, our company is just a small regional firm. A day's cash flow at Byte Group exceeds our entire annual market value. Don't worry, I don't blame you. Well, thanks a lot. And listen to yourself. Killing someone is an exaggeration. I'm so gentle and ladylike. Are you talking about the gentle you, WHO? At your big sister's wedding, querida dos hombres bed, and walked it all the way to downtown? Also ladylike you, WHO, at your second sister's wedding, uprooted several century in old plum trees, and ran them to the grounds family compound? Byte Group VP is speaking a spouse. This massive fortune could save sessions, if only your two cousins weren't married. That, how do you know he can't handle this fortune? Between a piece of wood and a pearl. A top capitalist like Mr. Fu can tell the difference. Even if his optic nerve failed, and his aesthetic genes mutated, I would never choose you. Relax, it's just a merry giante. Is it harder than moving trees or shooting arrows? Leave it to me. That wasn't lying to me. This row is all financial magazine cabes. Mission is here for the interview too. Competition is fierce tonight. It's okay, I'll stand in the back. It won't get in your way. Shen Industries is nearly bankrupt. If this step is steady, the investment will come. My dress. This is haute couture. What's going on outside? Is it an earthquake? Among all these girls, Shen Muxi has the most stable base. She's a calmest under pressure. She's fit to be the future wife of BT CEO. Fulin, what do you think? Excellent. To Fulin, WHO his titular wife is, doesn't matter at all. Mr. Fu, I'll be in your car. Follows the agreement. Congratulations, Miss Shen. Miss Shen is really lucky. A socialites talents are no match for my absurdly freakish strength. This is what miracles of power means. Fat spend stroke falls so lightly. Byte Group is truly wealthy. A single private estate. Is head the size of sessions, all grounds. These two girls are from administration, newly assigned as your life assistants. One is Yao Juan, the other is Yao Chan. Ma'am, Mr. Fu personally ordered this. Since you're new to Hinsan City, you don't need to check in at the office. Just find something to do in this idle garden. Golden outside, but rotten within. If my eldest cousin were here, SHD hielo yes to sue for breach of contract. Xiao Juan, Xiao Chan. Push these logs to the recycling station. Actually, let me do it. You two, go inside and find some light work. Sorry, ma'am, it's our failure in duty. Please the our performance pie, nothing to duck for. Go help Entibu in the open kitchen. I lord the premium ingredients for your dinner. I pulled these trees from the bamboo area at night. Anyway, I had nothing else to do. Man, will this wind really not break? Same model as the one at the Shen house. I've used it since I was a kid. CVP hasn't visited the next one since signing. Man, won't you check the main building? No need, my goal is already achieved. No Jense official. Wife of Byte Group CEO. Shen Industries stock hit the ceiling price. Those hostile buyers won't dare short it now. My dad can finally stop living and BP Mets. Wayne Byte will pull the investment. They say socialites from Sunset Industries. Like sessions are unrefined. Looking at it at a day. This muddy Yarden Dior outfit. Serumes are absolutely true. No wonder the VP won't set a single foot in here. Mem, this is Jan Ruoswan, Seoul Nanny's daughter. Everyone at the group kisses up to assistant Jan. She and the OVP grew up together. Wedis y beneath the VP. Married due to board pressure. Secor VP positionense. Role of lady of the house would be his. What are you looking at? Sefu house isn't a place for your kind. You have a leaf in your teeth. Shenmuxi, don't be smart. Think just because Mr. Fu signed the papers, you're the right false's wife, Brother Fulin only gave you a title. The agreement does seem to say that Fulin and they grew up together. His tastes and habits. WHO to hire the group. WHO to fire the know it all. Se pesan standing by his side. Will only be me. But Cecil's wife in the contract. Isn't assistant Jan, is it? Is it your turn to speak? Since you know Fulin's habits so well. You should know he hates people shouting. In his contract wife's garden, Shenmuxi, behave yourself. Shen's funding is just a wet from the VP. Don't try to take what isn't yours. Don't poke me. It's not broken. Looks like a dislocation. It can probably pop it back. You dare talk back? I'm telling Mr. Fu. Let him see what kind of vulgar, vicious woman I married. Men, should we chase her? Assistant Chen must be going to complain. Let her. Earn pretty fast for someone in pain. It means it's not a big deal. Men, what are you looking at? Looking for load bearing points. Men, don't be impulsive. This is the state security wall. It won't smash a big hole. Just a small gap to crawl through. I'll fix it after I get some beef noodles. Mr. Fu, it's here. She had me on pepas just now, and she's doing dangerous things in the next. Full you've got the wrong door. This is a fuestate. Oh, then you're in the right place. You smashed the hole? If I said it was old and weathered, would you believe me? Se structural report from last month. I signed it personally. Then I smashed it. But I calculated the stress. It's just a local opening. It won't collapse for now. Mem, the state has infrared, electric fences, and ground senses. You can just go through the front gate. That's the problem. I just don't want to report it. Registering and facial scanning just force next. And being asked for a destination, it's like a cross-border measure. So for a later night's neck, you smashed a load-bearing wall. I plan to carry a security door back later. Convenient for next time. What happened to these trees? They were in the way, so I pulled them. Loose and roots fast. Then a quick lift. Just runs my shoes. When did I allow you to change the NX? Do whatever you want with the NX. But do not bother me. Capitalist sign contracts. But verbal approval counts as a record. Actually, you chawali look very high. LS. I'm just a bit stronger than most, with a bit more the Y skill. Fulin, stop the overseas measure now. Or I'll finish you right here today. Full inspection done last month. Beds, spacing, and load bearing all set. Pistol impact resistance tests. Since structure is fine, then it must be an accident. Maybe the attacks have the wall wrong. Hit the ground at the wrong angle, and just hit the resonance frequency. An accident. Of course, it might be related to my slight force just now. Mr. Fu, I'll pay for the wall. quick dry cement, steel mesh, facade patch tonight, waterproof finish tomorrow morning, y guaranteed inspect the won't see a crack. You can build walls too, a little bit. Lay bricks and swing an 80-pound gem, smash a hole in a security wall, subdue 3 arm tags variant, even cleared CNX garden, pull to the trees, and tend a swing into a load-bearing steel frame, mainly because they stepped on my strawberries. SHINMWXI. Ayuda era Subshen Industries. Or did they send a construction foreman to renovate the fuestate? If a foreman gets benefits and meal stipends, he might actually consider it. Mr. Fu, let me be clear. I'm strong, but I don't do illegal demolition. Lift the restrictions on the next. Starting tonight. Shenmuxi has full access to the main building. Gets a flower suite ready. Moving tonight. Moving to the top floor? Actually, it can fix the wall. I know. That's why it's inappropriate. So why say you said Mr. Fu, debating the tax to jump the wall. A total densalvin distress act. Moving him to grant you excess overnight. Ade say you're a messed socialite. Smashing the wall to get his attention. Subduing tax to show off. And finally moving into the main house. Who's spreading this? Men, just as he served. You finally moved from the annex to the main house. Then tech executives are sharing screenshots too, saying the VP dropped charges for sales wife. Does the next round up funding need to I belly? Spread the funding rumor you want. He didn't say anything. Comegir. Fallback and protect Mr. Fu. You guys, stop right there. Don't step on my hydroponic white strawberries. White strawberries? Idiot. We're pediateques, not gardenes. So no Mrs. Fu is just for show. Stacking the next can't even enter the main house. Just a trophy wife for a hollow marriage. If she interferes, take her out to. Call the police and start the lockdown. You owe me for my strawberries. Deal with this woman fest. Shenmuxi, get back. Help my leg, my leg. Cefu state is collapsing. Record this, men, you buried the teques. They stepped on my strawberries fast. Dig them out quick. Do you play Go? Small town background. Can't read financial reports. No fine arts. Terrible at piano. Ivy League reject. Mr. Fu, if you're testing my socialite qualifications as your wife, I suggest you give up now. Save us both centime. Is that what Chairman Shen taught you? Chairman Shen said, never pretend to know things in high society. If you can't, you can't. The more you fake it, the faster you fail. So what can you do? I can flick these game pieces. Let me explain. These pieces are heavier than marbles. I miscalculated my power. You call this a miscalculation? If I'd been egg yet, it would have just snapped the endless, not taken the whole path down. Guys about strategy and the big picture. Perfect for reviewing business battles. Let's change rules. Fetus flick wins. Can do out of bounds. Collisions count as bounds distance. You break it, you pay for it. Childish. This set is very expensive. Behind that wall is the climate controlled cell. So it feels better. What's your aim? This should be fixable. Want to join, Mr. Fu? I just want to see. What's so exciting about this chaotic way of playing? Stop the fancy talk. Your turn. Is this your business strategy, Mr. Fu? Again. Don't hit it that way. It'll really reach the wine rack. Should we call it a night? No rush. I want to see just how far you can actually flick it. Prepare a guest room. Let's and Muxi stay in the main building. You're not locking me up to pay for the wall, are you? Relax, you're wet more than 2 walls now. Capitalist struggle to speak human. Squeeze one. This is expensive, right? Cheaper than the wall. Cheeky. Put it on your tab. Call it a corporate aesthetic loss. Mr. Fu, I'm just strong, not here to ruin your security team's rap. I used to think Mr. Fu never smiled. He thought CEOs only like yachts and cigars. Didn't expect him to watch Tag of War. Pan, all one suit. Pay up, pay up. There are rules to this. Loses and envelopes. Wins it fried chicken. Full in with your Wall Street brain. Is it fair to crash us at street games when you split granite with one palm? Did you ask the granite if it was fair? Oh, my eyes failed me just now. And who, you paused for 0.8 seconds. You shouldn't play that card. Again. I must win back my liquidity today. Playing with you is better than a meeting. Of course, no wonders win your money in meetings. Shut up and shuffle. VP, I have a report. Mr.Fu. The Southeast Regional Quarterly Report needs your review. Put it in the study. This report is very important. I can give you a briefing in peasant. Battle, give the limited edition back from last month's Paris show. To Assistant Jan. Erily Disepsite. Mr. Fu, did you do something wrong lately? I've been by your side for years. I've never made a mistake. That's why I'm rewarding you. Mem, their stock is secretly signed up for an elite wife's husband training class. The vice president kicked Assistant Chen out of the main house for you. The exec group chat is even wilder. They say the VP opened up the private vault downstairs just to make you smile. You can pick any high value asset you want. In the basement. Privately owned valuables. Doesn't matter if you smile. Where are the assets? Basement level 2. Don't touch the card. It always causes trouble. Gold bars, watches, jewelry, any tradable collectibles you like. You're so genius, Mr. Fu. You took a hit from mercenaries for me. You even saved security testing costs for our property. We're in a contract marriage to keep up appearances. But it takes a budget. Men, doesn't this case need for people to lift it? It's fine, I moved heavy engines when I was a kid. Just remember to take them, but make sure it's legal. Mrs. Fu emptied out half Mr. Fu's vault in one night. Half went to the Shen Company account. Stabilize a cash flow fast. Pay weekes and vende centime. The other half went to remote disaster zones for temporary warehouses and shelters. Muxi, this money. That don't ask if it's legal. Let's Corp catch a break. Turns out gas up can turn into real cash. There's a problem with the Southeast Asia supply chain. Shen Muxi, I need you. No more playing today. And don't try to drag me to my home table. If I keep losing, I can't even afford my favorite fried chicken downtown. I'm not here to play mahon. Here to collect my wall repair bill, then. The board just gave me a top priority task. I'm flying out to Southeast Asia right away. Supply chain and logistics are all down. Port is overflowing. Cross-border routes are stopped. Core warehouses are now bottlenecks. Just stopped by to let you know. How bad is the overflow? Ships stuck at bed, or still waiting at Kingman? Is the main line stopped from low capacity, or road congestion? It's the banded warehouses that are full. Region and banded warehouses, or endpoint distribution centers, as the system crash caused any freight loss, orders don't match up. You know about this? The Toti was screwed up on paper, so he dumped me in a remote plant for a full year of logistics dispatch. He was pushing trucks or managing warehouses every day, getting yelled at by both drivers and warehouse guys. Hard work makes you a pro if you keep sending all the goods to the giant core warehouses plant. That's not dispatching. That's pouring water into a clogged drain. Mem, that's a nasty way to put it. Gross, but take yet. HQ just sits in a C, looking at charts. All they see is red, yellow, or green. But at the front lines, the gem might be a tall lane tall entry, or a broken forklift no one fixes. Keep going. Don't wait for the core warehouse to work things out. Set up buffers on outside the keynotes fest. Doesn't need to be big or nice. Just split, store, and relayers a cargo. Based on agency, customs, destination, and vehicle type, sort the shipments again. Let buffer zones take the pressure off the core warehouse. Exactly. Especially now. Don't blindly trust HQ's best routes. Systems crashed. Underlying notes tells the truth. Stop goods where they're not suffocating. Then pistage the tracks, lists, goods, and customs little by little. What if we can't pinpoint a west congestion? Region data will conflict in Southeast Asia. Everyone claims it's not their fault. HQ can't see the field. Reports aren't reliable, so don't ask them. Just test the actual flow. Use something even tougher than buffer zones. Force the true bottlenecks to show up. In theory, buffer zones should even add peaks. But terrain's messy in Southeast Asia. Palaces patchy and ports have different capabilities. At the end, layers up subcontractors. HQ can't even find the real gem, so stop staring at spreadsheets. Execs only see overflow, not the root cause. Core node data always looks good, and is always deceiving. It's easy to blame port branches, but frankly, the real gems usually in the last few miles. If you can't find it, don't let them self-report. Run a test with special blind boxes. Same packaging. Prices all of the endpoints are forced to deliver fast. Embed different tracking codes inside. The data works like a trace. It runs the whole chain. Wherever shipments get stuck, WHO takes detours, which warehouses fake plows at night. It's all obvious. If someone opens a package. Even vetted open intrigues and alert. Catch both poison points and up together. Tablet. Is it okay to set buffer zones at these nodes? This secondary road is close. Avoid pricing neighborhoods and environmental zones. We have to set up here. A port delay here can jam things for 3 days. Rent here short term, then leave up epic. Don't touch this spot. Too costly if people complain. And this low road here. On-site terrains. Trucks are backed up till morning. How do you know about environmental zones? Learn the hard way in old factory logistics. Drivers hate road restrictions and random checks. Some places are marked off on the map. But when you go for real, full, finish, the weight detail lets up. Run retest rounds with the blind boxes for 7 days. Test mainline and endpoints. Press the ports during peak times. After the data scene, we don't spend based on who applies, but on who's the repeat bottleneck. Only they get the budget. Shenmuxi, I thought you were just strong and bold. Guess you're also lucky. Turns out, I misjudged you. You're not just a shield, or a white for Mahomet fixing walls. You're strategic. Mr. Fu, the Southeast Asia trip is too risky. I've already checked the travel list with HQ. No matter what, you have to let me go with you. Mr. Fu, I heard you're flying to Southeast Asia tomorrow. There's port strikes. And warehouse gridlocks. I have to go with you. Miss Shen, your ideas sound fresh, but billion projects aren't a game. Flights, hotels, food, medical care, confidential ducks. Nothing can go wrong. I've handled the business trip for you for years. You're too much sensitive. No East America no have the long flights. Warm water ready jefe and I, before those late night meetings. But the Southeast Asia team doesn't need a lifestyle assistant now. Of course you know, but you need someone who knows your work done. Miss Shen has never worked on any core group projects. She might not be much help if she goes. Then tell me. If you end up in an overseas high-risk project team, what can you actually do? Handle scheduling, manage materials, organize paperwork, set up meetings, arrange reception and security, and take care of your meals and daily needs, so you can focus on making decisions. Mr.fu. I'm worried about you. You need more than someone just holding blueprints by your side. Those who only talk about algorithms and roadmaps aren't the ones who truly share your pressure. That should be someone who understands you. Did you see what the supply chain sent yesterday? Have you checked the daily transfer rates? Yes, I did. Page 3 as abnormal transshipment in Southeast Asia area. What's the basis for the flow judgment? Inventory 10 days in transit. How do you cross-check unloading efficiency? After the advanced warehouse starts up, how do you cut down empty return rates for the main fleet? Let the supply chain department explain these models. My job is handling your daily affairs. So, what exactly are you going to do? Offer warm water to the high-risk project team, or pick out ties for me? You're not on the list for this overseas trip. Stay at HQ and manage administrative work. Mr.fu. When it comes to supply chain measures and core security meetings overseas, if you can't understand the data, don't barge in and interrupt. You can't even make and sub the basic logistics clearance algorithm. You'll just make things messy if you go. Phew. Got it. Madam, serum is outside our wall. The session Seras has completely charmed Mr. Fu. Even this kidnap hell can't resist her. Some even say you hypnotized Mr. Fu. Even in the Southeast Asia supply chain crisis with billions, he's pushing to get you on the board's expert team. If he really could hypnotize, I'd make them finish their own reports first. Great, se travalisan to bellet. 2. The anonymous board and that IT group intranet blew up. Someone said you hypnotized the VP. Aeras Foundation family, raised with Western Industries, wants to get involved in a Southeast Asian $1 billion supply chain. Even the socialite circles are talking. Where is the VP squeezed out Jan Ruosan for you, and put you on the expert team? I didn't even finish memoizing the Southeast Asia climate chart yesterday. How could he possibly be whispering in their ear? Madam, this is what a wealthy life is like. So less you fight, the more people think you're deep and mysterious. Last night, when you won 3 ounces of mahom and Boo said that you were pretty deep and mysterious then too, their idea of my care is clearer than mine. Getting met won't help if the group collapses in Southeast Asia. Session family will be choking again. There's still 40 minutes until the airport. Let me show you this before you leave. This isn't a regular optimization plan. It was developed by the group's core R&D. Not something some kind-hearted peasant rewrote overnight. He won't be joining the group, and doesn't like to appear in public. His algorithm skills are just solid enough. Madam, you probably don't know. In Shanghai City's high-tech zone, there's a top-independent gig workspace. CVPs confident trans the places da vas. Madam, something's off about her. You worked hard, madam. Have some fruit. Something's going on. Madam, please don't blame me for oversharing. There's an independent geek studio in Shanghai's high-tech zone. CVP has been secretly helping the female owner there. She's beautiful, highly educated, and has been CVP's secret friend for years. Everyone at the men says she's CVP's favorite confidant. Madam, if you don't compete in wealthy families, you might not even have a spot left to stand. That gig studio? Do you know the exact address? Madam, you really going to catch him cheating? Cheating on WHO. Fooling is still flying above Southeast Asia. Am I going to high-tech zone to catch air? Then why ask for the address? I want to see the peasant who revealed the fooling model and made that kill Ebechan and discover out their dynamic pet prediction algorithm. How did they get the port congestion variable so low? I looked at those lines up cold last night, read them 3 times, and almost cracked my nightstand. Madam, do you want me to scout ahead? If she really is OVP's confident, she might try to provoke you if she can write code at that level. So what if she throws a few digs at me? It's normal for tech geniuses to have weird tempers. Miss Shen, are you here for custom software? Or want to buy my patent license? I'm not here to buy anything, I'm here to talk to you. The dynamic port path prediction algorithm you wrote it, right? Lin Qian, you're basically a genius. How did you do those lines up code? Last night I almost vowed to you after reading them. Big Baslin, your dynamic eye interception were uses. Core logic, did you use real-time cargo weight prediction? How did you get the return rate so low in lower-tier markets? Miss Shen, you're not here about Fully? What's there to ask about Fully? He's just busy blowing up in Southeast Asia, driving the portent board crazy. Ades check investment valuation. I look for life-saving stuff. Shen family first cargo rushing into their own warehouse at their own time. Your system connects to Southeast Asia por Cale data. And cats overload losses by 30% at least. So you got it. This is more than just predicting cargo volume, weather, payment cycles, and return periods. Plus the delivery guys shifts are going to the system. It checks for fake demand fast. This isn't just warehouse splitting, it's protecting cash flow from pitfalls. So you brought someone today, not for confident rooms, I brought Chao Juan, because he was afraid we'd get lost. Cheating scandals ways to match time. Better to wish up a tech genius. Lin Qian, do you know how to place H1 Mahon? Seblat Betal Bechan? This is about my Mahon table reputation in the manor. Hensus Chijan Mahon Nayel Gaidam contest. First prize and competitive champ FAYI. Rules first. I haven't played H1 Mahon in real life, but I can transfer my probability models. You explains strategy. I'll calculate expected gain. Deal, no need to talk family feuds. Don't dodge when you get hit. I hate dodging the most. On any table or in business. Benvoto. You won, and purposely left an H-tile to bait me into breaking my combo. Nice and subtiles. Your code's nice too. So. The confidants didn't fight, but ended up teaming up and tech instead. Since Fulling left overseas, I've been coming over more and more. Today, I'm not pretending to be Cecil's white, let's deal. Southeast Asia Brave Buffer Warehouse. Combine port congestion and driver, fatigue threshold into the model. And cost go down another 3.7%. Still more savings. If Fulling hears that, he'll crawl off his overseas conference table tonight to bow to you. He just added to the next KPI cycle. And push everyone to the edge with overtime, until everyone's balding from stress. Makes sense. Wealthy family capitalist traps are dependent on paddles in my old factory yard. You really don't seem like a scheming rich peasant. Scheming people wouldn't mess up decimals in red packets, and still miss 89 cents. I'm a certified sales wife, at least. You survived marrying into the Fu family. Thanks to your anti-physics vibe. Tech turns into an ambe once it enters a consortium. Selgaida Miss Mine. But they don't get the credit. I built the model overnight, and someone else gets to deploy it. I get it, Shen was hunted by capital before. Hedge agreements are like food binding reps. Each line like a noose. You signed a marriage contract for a hedge. Fuerza Shen family. and for thousands of employees. When my dad couldn't hold on. He couldn't let them lose their jobs overnight. He was born strong, never got the socialite lessons right, but I'm handy with steel, machines, and moving trucks. I admit that each thing I'm rough. I'm not here to be a preppy lady anyway. At least you know why, you're in the cage. What about you? 100 million breach penalty, 5 years of restrictions. Banned from all related research sentence. That's basically putting someone in a prison. My mighty dictator. I let a headhunter trick me into signing. They promised top levels, the biggest compute pool, and total freedom. Then he found out. It was a chain, not a contract. Lots of people think staying in Hinga is because he can't let go of fooling or want to marry in. But he studied for years, not to become a nameless support for a multinational capitalist, with no credit for my work. I want to return to a national institute, and build a fundamental model for the real national team, with my name where it's supposed to be. Linkiankian, starting today. You're my soul sister from anademade. That's kinda Saddam for a sisterhood, not Saddam. Whether it's 100 million, workaholism, or those unfair clauses. We'll break them down one by one. You want to return to the National Institute. I'll help you get back. Hiding daily between the mansion and the gig studio, and still laughing like this. No says why should act like that. Madam, Lady Fusent's amping over her messages. She thinks you've been laughing too loud at the mansion lately, and coming and going to catch a wally, not dignified enough for a wealthy wife. You didn't do anything wrong. BP praised you before heading overseas, said your solution saved Southeast Asia. Why should you be punished at a meditation center? Jan Rosen didn't go to Southeast Asia with the VP. The Lady Fu came after you. That's too coincidental. If and to touch it, you can't change it. That's normal for the rich. Se strict they are. Se more it means you're secure in your place. And why are you under side? It's winning from a different angle. If they won't come, just go come yourself. Junkie Mountain as Gudea, and Hot Springs, treat it like a free vacation. Pick up and treat it as a getaway. Madam, why bring this to the meditation center? Just in case. Mountain roads outside the city. Better to be prepared. They probably don't allow this there. Just I'm a hardcore outdoors enthusiast. Wealthy whites can love the outdoors too. Text your location once you arrive. If anyone bullies you, don't hold back. Relax, my patience isn't great. Beauty am a good redaction. Madam, I'll go with you. How long has the car behind us been following? Seems like it's been tailing us since the mountain base. Was that car behind Madam intentional? Don't panic. Madam is still holding her back now. There are sandwiches inside. In extreme conditions, carbs are life. Shenmoxi, Fulin's wife. Would you believe me if he said you got the wrong peasant? You've been tailing us from the Fu family's estate all the way here. Do you think we're idiots? About that judgment, can't say there's no issue at all. Fulin's overseas project Getus, the people behind lost big time. Isn't he supposed to love his wife more than life? If we take you, the project team will have to negotiate. You all might be mistaken. Fully and the only have a very clean business partnership. The emotional value is about as flat as a cold financial report. It's just a title, so whatever. As long as the Fu family recognizes you as the president's wife, you're valuable. Crouch down, cover your head, don't come out. Let's talk again now. Do you want to use something else to negotiate? I'm just holding this for Cage. I wasn't planning to smash anyone. Stand behind me, don't go head to head with him. Grab that woman. Careful. Your head. Chinest. Hold them all down. Are you okay? Are you alright? I'm fine, just don't move. I'll press on it for you. No need for trouble. It has to be trouble, really. If you lose too much blood and faint, what is the kidnappers written? I can't carry you and fight off kidnappers at the same time. The wound is deep. You acted like nothing happened just now. Small injury. Is this what the Fu family calls a minor injury? Do you rate everything like it's a battlefield? Just say if it hurts. I'm strong. I'm within might press too hard. Okay, it's stopped for now. But you'd better go to the hospital for stitches. Nice technique. Of course, I do heavy training all the time. I carry a first aid kit more often than lipstick. Your hand? It's nothing, just a scratch. Your shoulder is like that, and you're still weak if my hand's bleeding or not. Ma'am, are you alright? I'm fine. Everything's under control. And this is, ma'am, I think he's from the Fu family. C'était Diane Meste, who's always overseas. I don't think I'm wrong. That really might be Fu one. C'était Diane Meste of the Fu family. There's a Diane Meste in the Fu family. Why have I never seen him at Ben what sorda state? This Diane Meste is different. Chairman Fu rarely mentions him at formal events. No one in the family talks about him. I had his mother was a fisherwoman from North Sea Island. Illegitimate child. Yeah, I was brought in when he was really young, but both the descent Madame Fu never liked him. Fuling se legitimate, Ades at least have a title. But the Thedian Meste is stuck in the middle. What's he doing at Bait now? Obviously security, not like those state patrols. This is the most dangerous core team. Remember 5 years ago at Jan Swimine? Madam, you probably had a bit. Thedian Meste led the team in. Rescued the engineering team and se negotiates group by group. After that fight, I became famous in the OVC security world. And then? Ran into trouble during extraction. Explosion, fell off a cliff, lost contact. The Fu family almost thought he died out there. The security department was about to list him as lost. Madam, Thedian Meste, seems cold. But he's not a bad guy, right? Bad guys don't check on your hand wound while they're still bleeding from the shoulder. Fu one. This favor can just be with a simple thank you. This door is only for the vice president. Even admin doesn't have the key. Maybe just request access? Please rest now. Just bring trauma meds. LOGVIRYTHING. Supplement CPIP week later. Check which trauma meds are in stock. Hemostatic hell. What if the VP asks? Say the road it. Don't return is fine. Put it on my account. Send them to Fuen's apartment. Hand them to him personally. Aren't you going yourself? What's the point if I go myself? Foolish wife in name only. Making a big show up delivering meds and fruit to Fu family steady and master. Tomorrow the States group chat will make it an 80 episode soap opera. We'll stay low-key for sure. That master said, thank you for your kindness. These are better for your own use. The Dian Meste is really thoughtful. It's just being professional. When he went to the apartment, he had Fran's security based there. His shoulder isn't healed yet, but he led a high-intensity drill fest in this morning. Doing drills while still head, there's a special escort mission for the North Sea Open Sea coming up. Being the logistics fleet isn't the truth. He's in charge of the team. Criminal gensets are active. Rough sea conditions. The towering cast skyrocket. Silent-based security team barely has offshore experience. Just standing steady on deck is tough. If they fall overboard, the cold will get them. They might not even recover the body. Sending regular escort ships there is basically a suicide mission. But the Northern Sea route is blocked. Ventus fleet is stuck over there. The group is losing money every day. You just said Bay is not only about maritime criminal gangs. Yeah, for answer basing about it. Vente security a staff marines, but Bay is open seas aren't land. Big waves, cold water. If you fight on deck for real, falling into the sea means hypothermia in just minutes. So basically, fighting head-on is risking lives, but without escort. Vente fleet can't get through. Se ve deep water por truth gets blocked. And pull out those few bags as admin. Which ones? The heaviest ones. Are you building a ship? It's just a half-meter model. Fast, we'll make a test version. What do you need? El Gaidan Motorboat for Small Boats, AI for Obstacle Avoidance and Kalichan, Target Trekking Logic, Sesune, CBT, hold on. It's crooked. Right sides to light at 20 grams. We can't wait for the criminals to get closer. Sound and light alarms within danger zone first, then use non-lethal countermeasures. SIS-N-LAW. Security got the electronic plans from the USB drive, but the hardware setup is complicated. I want to ask Mrs. Fu in person. No need to ask. Everything is right here. Multi senses detect obstacles and fast targets. Linkiampians el Gaidam handles avoidance and Kalichan lag. Button weight logs the center of gravity. Won't flip easily in rough seas. Twin redundant thrusters. Can evacuate even if one fails. Space for non-lethal warning and GPS modules. Fast, lift off the deck. Spray high pressure dye if needed. Like targets for escort ships behind. This Icalican avoidance. The unmanned defense system is nearly perfect. Thanks a lot, Shenmuxi. We're all here to protect the crew. No need to thank me. Look, very deep waterports close to the ocean factory. If this route is cut off, ships can come in, goods can go out, thousands of old vessels are stuck. That's why you're in such a rush. Of course, you bet began fighting as criminals this time. Securing the route keeps Shen Group's logistics vital. Without it, Shen's supply chain breaks. Like the Tianzui mining case 5 years ago, if Ben security hadn't pushed through, Shen's funds would have been cut. So this thanks is from Acheku's thousands of employees, Seoul craftsmen at the industrial park, and my dad. Officially, thank you all. And thank you too. Why thank me? They're just plans. When you all get back safely, I'll treat security to dinner. It's something fast. We talked so much, we forgot to eat. Even Iron Man can't last forever. And your wontons are lifesavers. Fuwan, don't just watch me eat. 20 unmanned boats. Base trustes. Calichan proof shells. I motorboard adaptations. All needed giant upgrades. Delivery in a month and a half. Set skis looming. Thanks again. No trouble at all. Glad I can help. Seve's clear the secret workshop. 20 boats in a month and a half. Third on San Halston night. 20 boats in a month and a half. Is security tweaking unmanned boats, or just towing up with express runs? Plans alone aren't enough. Mrs. Fu welding and cutting inside is dangerous. You can just watch the manatees from the observation room. Observation room's cruise, right? Let them in. He's the hardware lead for the Icalican system. Hardware tech-led. Front radar drops 3.2 centímetros. Move side velas to the front. Don't while the interface is shut. Warning and GPS modules need maintenance. But the talet to trust the load. Switch to the Valsil frames. Outer ring resists salt water. Inner ring resists heat. Do it his way. Chica and claw hook. Magicians in the right BTV. 600 grams extra velas, swap. May be compliant security supplies. Dunstan still escape Gemejida net darir, hold here. Wex anchor windows, seat buckets, din steel boards. Looks like a regular airpin. Airpin. Got it. I get the same treatment at night now. Put it under my pillow before bed. Don't worry, won't lose your gift. Keep going. Keep going. Compress lines are fine. Your head. Heavy work in the workshop always means knocks and bumps. Look at those over there. Come here. No need to overreact. It'll heal soon. Titanium scrape isn't a real scratch. Dust, coolant, metal chips everywhere. Infections would delay all upgrades. Wear gloves before entering the workshop next time. Safety gloves are a must. I brought them. Only took them off to check wiring. That connector's tiny. Can't feel it through gloves. Just call me then. Aren't you just interested? I'm right here, just call me. If I catch you again, no gloves and hitting yourself. You won't be allowed in the workshop. No way, 6 boats still need final waiting. If you don't come in, who'll watch over them? Alright, sister-in-law. Got it, the Dianmester. Next time I'll weld the gloves to my hands. Wasn't Mrs. Fu's husband checking in on you today? And you're overthinking. Fullin's mind isn't on me at all. Why would he check on me? That's how rich couples are. Celes they ask, se big their surprise mood. Forget about Fullin for now. Focus on your own mistake just now. Did you mix up the 6 tubes with 9 tubes again? My farsightedness. Couldn't see clearly. Fullin wanted an a to my wrist. A chance to slightly by you. But Fu one can. Shen Mengxi. I'm your legal husband, and I haven't even held your hand yet. But someone already took care of your little wounds for me. President Fu, your Southeast Asia victory bonus must be huge. It's about the Buffet Bay and the trekking code. I stayed up all night making the blind bags test plan. This mental labor deserves a share. At least you get the business contract spirit. You and this, the board wants to push the price down. I was going to keep it to myself. So you got all bent up in the workshop lately, so this is for your brain. Thanks. Fuen helped you with your cats. What do you think about him? C'était bien meste is efficient. And steady. Él era timid in ya serious overseas and came back alive. Impressive, no doubt. That's it. What else? It's just a business marriage contract, not like it's a slave agreement. I know who you care about, and you know who I care about, so don't wait. Alright, go do your thing. Men, House President Fu, even cracked walnuts for you himself, and slammed the table for you at a board meeting. Pays a pendas and medal. Pretty decent capitalist, I'd say. How about the Thedian Mester? Fu won? He's a really good guy. Let's go. Legal will send over the profit sharing contract tomorrow. Checks and numbers. Tedian must had something urgent come up. He's prepping the security setup before the escort. It might not show up these days. Got it, eh? The Dankal is waking hard, says Lindlow. Touch. Ma'am, you've already used Apturans. Shenmuxi, se satellite Mayasabda Upansisho. An extreme typhoon is closing in nearby. Typhoon? Ya category las 14 winds at decente. Waves could reach 6 to 8 meters. Fluence escort won't be easy. On that day 20 unmanned boats were handed over. The security base was full of engineers. But for one wasn't there. That bed stand door wrong. Ma'am, you played 4 jokes in a row. If you keep going like this, you're going to lose all your pocket money to me this month. Ve meteorology just issued a red typhoon alert. Typhoon drones are stable against the wind and waves, but we need more extreme redundancy tests. Velas needs to be reinforced. Core Rende has a chief fluid mechanics engineer, specializing in deep sea extreme tests. Stability margin for fuxing. Boost redundancy. Comes backup if we lose contact. Backup system must take over within la 0 y 3 seconds. Apróbalas come true. Fluid mechanics team and deep sea hardware lab won't cooperate on your retest. Just go straight to HQ. President Fus company has you Amanda Beister. Aner who actually opens up the company this way. That's true like when posting a resume. When you're in CHQ core area, look out more. No rush to go back to the manor. What's so good about HQ? Glesket and walls. Silda TS. Desks lined up like robot squads. Stay too long and you'll suffocate. So you all don't like it here. Feels like you weren't just talking about me. Linkian can said that, no matter how pretty, a glass cage is still a cage for the capital tycoons. Typhoons won't wait. Hey up. Let's go to HQ. Whatever fooling is plotting. Fluence boats can't have any issues. Twenty unmanned boats for non-man zone. All the ballast, mainboard moisture proofing, and buoyancy calculations are right here. I need to add some old case extreme wind and wave tests. WHOD decent gravity low in plan. Big traffic waves during typhoon season. Can't plan keeps it from flipping easily, but can guarantee it retains upright if the multiple side waves. That's not good. If it takes some water out at sea, Sefoyan team loses their safety backup. Cylindry test. Mem, HQ move survey escorts and off. Reception to tonight for the XX. Family elders will be there. And all the big names from Hingai. Got it, send the 4th round up data. Straight to my tablet. Forget about fooling. They have a marriage agreement, so chairman himself approved it. WHO says you can only watch fooling? Who needs to nail this bay escort job? The security team will get a big say and overseas lines. The status is so wet. That's the power is real. My family has northern port connections, and we almost link his main insurance channel. Then Southridge family marriages are all about assets. Even if the Jan Meste isn't the old Madam's real son. He's the old chairman's blood. Eran so busy security. With high-risk projects in hand. If you really marry him. That's valuable, but he's cold. Marrying him is like being a widow. Even worse than welding both frames for 12 hours. Is hearing everyone talk about Fugan like a marriage set. I ain't heading to Serestrum. I came to a Cheku for Seville escort and men boats. Not to fight over who belongs with Fugan, Shenkorp's cash flow. And the future board said. Isn't this the sister-in-law who only got into the Fu family thanks to some fake social climbing tricks? I just needed Samea. It won't keep you from admiring the flowers. Guess Bayrom's too much for you. And eras from a cold industry, like Shankorp, hasn't seen a real rich family event. Some people move into the Fu family after signing a contract, and actually think they become a phoenix. Don't even know the rules. You look like you're outsourcing at the party. My mother values rules and menace the most. You're always in the workshop, smelling like machine oil. Can't even hold a wine glass like a real lady. Yeah, sure. You're the one with the rules. You're the classiest one here. Are you done? Then move please. Stop pretending to be so genius. Shen Group can barely hold on. Your dad basically sold you to Cephus to get money. In the end, your marriage is to pay off debt. You're only Mrs. Fool if they let you. If not, you're not even qualified to enter the ballroom tonight. Don't think you're a hero just because Fooling's been cutting you extra slack. Cephus will pet whoever they like, and that's not up to outsiders like you. Festur Lavarich family. Know your place. For who renting. For Shenkor. For that word said, the time goes into sitting sooner or later. I'll endure. Yeah, you know everything. You're the only one in the whole company who knows everything. Now that all the gossip's done, can you go now, huh? Alright, since you're so capable. Why not swim across? Fui's party isn't over yet. If you want to play in the water, do it yourself. I'm heading back fast. WHO said you could leave. Why are you acting all high and mighty? A rich girl from Shen Industries, that sunset business. Do you really think marrying into the Fu family puts you on a well level? Shen Moxie, are you crazy? Did you really push me? You totally pushed me down fast, also. The railing broke by itself. That's nonsense. You purposely broke the railing to hurt me. You're just jealous mom loves me more. Jealous the Fu family won't accept you as an outsider. Right, she pulled it. The railing was fine. How could it just break like that? She definitely messed with it. Mom. She had me. First she acted like she was leaving, then dragged me into the water when he wasn't paying attention. And broke the railing. Nearly got me killed. Shen Moxie, get up here and explain yourself. Mom, look at her. She did it on purpose. She never liked me, set me up to fall into the water. Madame Fu, it's all pretty simple. She brought people to block the boardwalk, wouldn't let me pass, then pushed me. I lost balance and fell in the pool. The railing broke suddenly. That's how everyone fell in. That's ridiculous. That walkway was designed by an Italian team. Top standard inspection. There's no way that railing just broke. SHINMUXI. Did you know something was wrong already? Did you purposely let me to the pool edge? I just wanted to go past. You blocked me, so stop acting innocent. You're so strong. WHO knows if you messed with the railing before. You literally broke the main wall. The Mijina railing is nothing for you. I never touched the railing. There's surveillance here, and lots of people around. The garden area is actually a blind spot for chemias. You want to call the security engineer to check it out. Make the whole party think something's wrong with the Fu family. Enough. It's crazy to make this much fuss at a party. How does that look? Madam Fu, I'm just stating effects. Fact is, it was just some words between the kids. Maybe a little shoving. Honestly, not a big deal. Since you married in, you should know your place. Fu's once got a tempe. As the oldest sister-in-law, you could let it go. Mom, I never wanted drama. She kept saying weird things to provoke me. All he said was, let me go pest. Everyone here is the partner or important guest. Family drama isn't good for anyone. Fu is still young. Don't take it personally. You carry the title Mrs. Fu. Everything you say and do represents the family. If you really call insecurity and loyes, what will people report outside? Shen Industries works closely with Viante. You should know your limits. Where's Fulin? Basfu just got a report from Linkiankians, CIDE, about a possible emergency. I already left headquarters early. Basfu told me to stay at the party, but as for Fu family matters, I have no authority. So it turns out Mrs. Fu's title doesn't guarantee justice. In the Fu house, being right doesn't mean you win. Shenmuxi, today is a send-off party. Everyone here is influential. No matter how childish Fu acts, she's still a Fu daughter. You're Mrs. Fulin, making a scene like this. How does that make the Fu family look? Mom, I just wanted to talk to him. I fell because he couldn't stand steady. And then dragged me. I nearly drowned. We all saw it. I lost it fast. Mrs. Fu is so strong. Who's brave enough to mess with her? This is my last time saying it. Fu Kim blacked away fast. She reached out and pushed me fast. Serailing broke later. That happened afterwards. And you still try to argue? You think with fooling gone, no one can deal with you? She's not arguing. Ted Brade, why are you here? Just now, I was in Seglasouse Cafe, across from the pool. Fuji blacked Shenmuxi, then pushed her into the pool. I saw it clearly. Ted Brade, this is a Fu family mete. Don't let outsiders fool you. She's just in here by commercial marriage. You'd embarrass me in public for her, I only tell what I saw. Ted Brade, are you sure? Words like that aren't for Quechawal talk. If you think me and Shenmuxi knowing each other makes my testimony biased, I was in the confidential meeting with Legal Chief Liu and Risk Chief Liu, Madam Fu. We were indeed talking in Seglasouse about the legal risks of the escort mission in 2 days. We saw the whole conflict. Miss Fuyen made the first move. Serailing broke as a follow the precedent, but the cause is clear. Miss Fukin reached out and pushed. Fuyin went back to change clouds fast. The decision's here. No one's allowed to spread it outside. This time, I'm not alone. I didn't feel upset before. But now that people have left, I actually feel a bit cold. Let's go. Thanks, Ted Brade. The car's downstairs. Ted Brade, you don't need to. Be careful with your clothes, don't catch a cold. Will today's drama make trouble for you? I was just being honest. As for Madame Fu, she doesn't like me. This incident won't make a difference. Don't stress about it. Ted Brade, thanks for bringing her home tonight. It's just on the way. Headquarters to the Mene isn't exactly on the way. If there's nothing urgent, come in for some tea and warm up. Sure. If Basfu didn't want to provide that top-tier collision-proof and boat system, I'll be leading the team out for escort in 2 days. Super risky. It might be dangerous. This cup's for you guys. If the Vice President and Mrs. Fu hadn't provided, the Ikalichan and main vote system, my escort mission in today's would be way risky. The North's waters and the competition are shady. If we rely on manpower, it's too risky. This cup's for you too. Sari is lit. I had no idea my wife was so good at engineering. Thank her, said Brade. Shenmuxi, don't catch a cold. I'm moving upstairs to change. Someone dragged me from the backwoods into the abandoned factory, hid me in the old workshop restroom. That peasant took care of me for half a month. Cleaned wounds, gave water. Used scrapboards to black doors and windows. Avoided sesech. When he woke up, they were gone. Only a metal safety ring was left by the bed. For 5 years, I've been looking for the peasant called Dawn. Sister-in-law, do you know who it is? He's still breathing. I couldn't just watch you die. Your cousin's wedding ran into trouble. Get back to Hingai right now. I didn't recognize you back then. You had too many wounds on your face. Your fever kept coming back. I took care of you for over half a month. When he woke up, this peace charm was all he had. Later, Chairman Fu told me to return to the Fu family. Chairman Shen once suggested a marriage giant. A marriage giant. Ese the young family's daughter at the right age. Could marry me. I refused. Back then, I just wanted to find the one who saved me. I didn't want to marry a stranger for business reasons. Don't worry, I have no other reasons for telling you this. If you ever run into trouble, just speak up. I can do anything for you. I'll do whatever it takes to protect those I care about. Always, this peace charm. Finally, it's back to the right owner today. What? Fuan stories are more touching than my business pitches. Have some poured by the boss himself. It's expensive. Slow down, it's not water. Alcohol burns. Whiskey really does burn. Shenmuxi isn't great at calculating fight, but she's still alive. You can always get it back in time. Phase 3 of base escort mission is a win. The anti-Kalichan down boats locked down open waters. The core logistics fleet made it through the high-risk zone with 0 loss. The young mestes did it again. Everyone's SBI route is booming. The main artery is almost fully open. Thank goodness. I'm just glad they came back safe. Base and the strict communication control. No news is good news. A promise he'd report back. I won't break that promise easily. Mr.FO. You're even worse at comforting people than we said Mahon. Keep nitpicking and I'll freeze your latest night's neck expenses for this month's Mahon losses. Surprise! The mission succeeded. Credit goes to both the eye and hardware upgrades. The project team core should all celebrate together. Definitely worth celebrating. Congrats to Byte Corp. And congrats to you too. The river wind is strong. Juan and Chen went to buy hot chestnuts at Dadak, and who want some, mem, and who didn't come. You're gonna ahead. SHINMUXI. Are you sure you want to go? I'm tired, heading back to sleep. You're better than me at saying nice things at fuck parties. Take good care of Yan Kian for me. Mem, Mr. Fu came back from the yacht party and got a sudden high fever. He's already collapsed in the main house. You go thank him for me. Men, maybe talk to Mr. Fu? Doctor says his stomach's been empty for days. If he keeps this up, no one could handle it. WHO sent you, and who asked me to check in. And bring a message from Lin Qian Qian. She's already flown back to the research institute. You can keep pretending to be sick and fasting, but she still won't come back. SHINMUXI. You and Lin Qian Qian set me up together. It's not really a trick. You knew he was living all alone. I want to spat in the national lab. Authorship and research freedom, not to be tied down in Hingai, being on competes and resources. I never wanted her to just be a housewife, but everything you do tells her. Leaving your control comes with a price. She'll have to pay for living. I love her. I thought as long as I gave her the vestment computing power, she'd stay one day, but she's not your project. I know. NWIDO. Because I love her. I can't hold her back anymore. Her name should be on her own results. Before the shareholder meeting at year-end, our marriage can become something the board uses against me and Shen. When I have full control of the board, I'll sign it myself. Then I'll let you go. And let Fu Wen go too. If you've made up your mind, it's something fast. If you really die before the shareholder meeting, nobody can sign these two documents. Men, what treachery are you hiding? Freedom. So, are you off to a date, or getting sent off to trial? Neither I'm going to tell Fu Wen good news myself. Shenmuxi, if you keep grinning at those reports, I'll think you're about to defect. Mr. Fu, you don't get it, you're heartbroken. Lin Qian left her brain machine interface. Semada lenda quantum chip blueprints. We can the hardware base fast. We're short on superconducting materials. Even the best cook needs ingredients, you know. I'll approve the budget for materials. List what left to expend. I'll get engineers from HQ. Don't wait until you leave Hingai, and all that's left is a fancy PPT. Fulin, are you nuts? You promised to let me go, then pile more work on me. Freedom doesn't mean being lazy. You can leave the Fu family, but what you make stays to earn money. Capitalist. When the shareholder meeting ends, I'll sign what needs signing. As for the project, if you want to keep going, do it as an independent partner. What happened to Fulin? The final bay scored mission. There was an accident 3 days ago. 3 days ago. All they reported from the front was a mining blast. Comms lost. The missing peasants list has been a mess. Injuries were just all tell it. Final signals acabed too. My father's last location was at South Maintenance Abjan Group's overseas logistics hub. After that, the signal disappeared. What does missing mean? Search and rescue is ongoing, but the risk of a second collapse is really high. They just raised the accident to the highest level, then charter a flight. I'm going overseas right now to find him. Set a flight route now. You have a private jet. You have international flight rights. Have them apply for the nearest landing point. Sebatle will contact the medical team. Load all rescue gear from the security base. Everyone who can board the plane, get on. Mem, initsebles coordinates. Mine chef diagrams, meted se collapse site. Less known signal location. Let go, Fade is still down there. He's tough as nails. Like Setians remain 5 years ago, I made it through that too. Moxie, don't try to calm me down, whatever you say now. I just can't listen. I'm not telling you to calm down. I'm saying. We've been searching and rescuing non-stop for 3 days. What did you say? After the accident, the overseas security team started local rescue. All better engineering teams have aided the Yangtze depot. Military-grade light detectors were dispatched too. Equipment can break. Rock layers can block signals. There are hollow spaces under the mine. And knows how to find a way out. I think so too. That's why these 3 days. I kept the rescue going. Impossible. Moshi. Impossible. A side hit come back for debriefing. I promised. Mem. If you need to cry, just do it. The security base already saved him a spot. Take me there. Okay. Fade. Weren't you always the survivor? Falling. When I was a kid. Was he always like this? Standing alone where no one saw him, handling all the hardest things, until his bones cracked, almost dying but never saying a word. His mother was a fisherwoman from the island. By the time he returned to the Fu family, I could already remember things. The Fu family never liked him, so he learned not to cry, not to cast trouble, and not to lose. I entered training at just a teenager. A fractured even day one. Instructor tried to dismiss him, but he stayed. Later on overseas missions, he'd go where others wouldn't. Because only if he was nearly perfect. The Fu family and the Ter wouldn't ignore him. You can take more time off. I'll handle Seg Yangtze and Vente affairs. I'll cover them for now. No. I fought for this with his life, not so I'd collapse here and cry myself to death. I protected the ships, the people, and our unbroken supply chain. Girden shareholder meeting is coming soon. The better group's power structure will be reshuffled. Then let's start today. I'll guard it for him. Ma'am, would you like to rest for a bit? No rest. Encrypt the remote supply points for unmanned boats. Pre-screen explosives. The buffer warehouses can just be based and cast. Factor instrument strike risks too. Who guarded it with his life? Not so we could cry once egg his grave. Protecting the ships, cargo, and crew. also the supply line better can't lose. From today on, all strategic level projects of Veneter are directly managed by the chairman's office. Appoint Chen Moshi as chief strategy officer. She oversees global logistics investments, the crew lab, and the crisis rescue system. Chief strategy officer is not just a trophy job for the chairman's wife. She comes from a nice production company and made it to a better strategic core. What does that sound like to others? At the end of the day, she's just using the full lady status. WHO could break the bottleneck. WHO could design a Southeast Asia dispatch model. WHO could retrofit 20 collision proof unmanned boats. WHO could save CBA shipping route. If someone can, I'll step aside and let them take the role now. Chief Strategy Officer Sean Moshi has global crisis, instant project dispatch and financial veto power. The board is secure now. I promise you'd have freedom. Today, I keep that promise. From now on, you're not Mrs. Fu. You're better Chief Strategy Officer. The partnership continues. But the Mary Janes. They'll watch you closely, waiting for you to sleep. Let them stare all they want. President Chen released crashed Hinga M sank. CBA Logistics Transit Warehouses. Request emergency project dispatch. Stop arguing about procedures. Check this fast. Switch the beams to honeycomb diagonal composite. Add 3 more shock-absorbing arcs. Snow resistance double set list. Construction will be tough. Materials might not be enough. There are skilled welders and assemblers at the factory. They've done extreme weather repairs before. Their hands are vested in HQ's PPT. How much is the budget? This temporary budget keeps annual approval. Might not be compliant. President Chen just started SSO. Is directly mobilizing teams overstepping its top authority. Anyone still want to talk about overstepping? If you care more about procedures than lips, tonight you can carry the medas and boxes for drivers in the snow. Carry out Chen Moshi's plan. Engineering approves the budget. Supply chain opens the warehouse. Chen Steph joined the emergency repair team. All sites must be restored before the solstice. Mem. Left-bound link Yankians. Stop she sealed away before leaving. Encrypted hard drive. Fast GNI Bionic robot prototype. Security check procedures still remain. No commercial Trojans, no backdoors. Base framework is super clean. And the keys at least 10 years ahead globally. I'll go invite Madame Fu. Such a huge core set. You kept it secret until now. If it leaks, how many capital and tech hunters would come after it? True. Rounda plus function shouldn't be underestimated. Patent pool for valuation, industry rollout, el decare, extreme logistics, security construction. If this project goes through, it's enough to make better. Logistics is probably just beginning. Madame Fu's family fund is already prepping to approach. Quick move. If you refuse outright, they'll call it reckless, so follow proper procedures. First set goes to the Tech Compliance Library. LOCKNS Audit NAM IR. Second set goes to Legal for IP filing. Third set sent to National Labs. Confirm Journal Algorithms and Base Framework Ownership. Sean Moshi, you're becoming a true leader. Rewrite the Chief Strategy Office's office. Independent incubated in Sunday IT. Tapinten Alexis for Project Codename Chaokien. Starting today, you'll be in charge. Mem, the tech world is exploding. They say you secretly developed a super robot and nearly got a wall punched through by it. It's not that strong yet. From now on, Chaoqian doesn't know she's just a prototype. She's both cheap and target. Madame Fu. Several elders jointly requested a suggestive inquiry. What's agenda? First, why do you hold drill chief strategy of as a power? Second, why is the Chaoqian core set officially recognized as your team's achievement? Then let's hold a meeting. Signature authority, set boundaries. I'll explain everything one by one. Shenmuxi, you just took the CSO set, and now you're claiming all the tech growth areas for the next 10 years. You gave your team all the future growth spots. Isn't that a bit greedy? You only married into the Fu family. Fulin gave you a title to save face, not for you to swallow the core sets. Southeast Asia was ripped up by Fulin. BA was handled by the security department. Serviced project was executed by engineering. How did it all end up being your achievement? Lin Qianqian's work should go to tech. He drew the Southeast Asian node map in the garden. He supervised the anti-Kalichan base for base drone, and the weight balancing at the security workshop. He don't deny security fought hard. But without the system, people would be risking lives and the open sea. Business planning. Disaster elite for Blizzard. How to modify the support beams. Which site gets supplies first, also cold chain warehouses. Assigned to its CSS level company temp. I'm the first to answer when things go wrong. Qianqian's original work never gets erased. But you can't push the project directly to tech. It needs independent incubation and separation. Or else legal, research, and valuation will become landmines. Sounds nice. WHO gave you your authority. CSO isn't a toy for the chairman's wife. It's not some fancy lady's plaything. When crisis hits, someone has to sign off and take responsibility, and show up on site. You can question me. But brings the data. You want to break up the project? Fine. Sign the joint liability for first. SHINMUXI. You said Qianqian's project is managed by your team. Capital already gave a high valuation plan. Qianqian's project must be split up and funded ASAP. Decide today. Know that Qianqian proved the business potential. Stop closing doors and chasing ideals. Split and fund it now. Fu family funds get first dibs and the green round. I wet hard coding. Not to be someone's nameless helper. I disagree. Qianqian's project can go commercial, but there are 3 red lines. No emotion substitute marketing. No high risk interface excess. Don't erase Lin Qianqian's original algorithm contribution. Keep the credit low-key. Premium pricing will go insane. Ridiculous. You're just CSO, WHO are you too black? Fu family's capital windows open. Director Shen is just Yan. Tech can be about passion, but the group can't just follow passion. AI division is expanding. We need people who really know capital and family resources. Qianqian project goes commercial, led by the CSO office. Any funding, split, authorization, or publicity must pass tech ethics and naming compliance review. Fu family funds can bid, but there's no special priority. Fulin, you're tossing out the Fu family's interests. I'm protecting the bottom line for Vent for the next 20 years. Fulin, you're tossing out the Fu family's interests. I'm securing Bit's bottom line for the next 20 years. Shenmuxi sits here not because she's a Fu wife, not for being a Shen family relative, and not for charity. She can tear down or rebuild walls, and deliver hardcore results in crisis. From now on, anyone seeking promotion at Vent, or aiming for the core division, will face the same standards. Not disturbing others is also a bottom line. Director Shen's emails keep piling up. Sephorams fired up too. Some say you're taking a swipe at the old establishment. Others say grassroots women finally get a shot. Notify CSO office, legal, HR, audit, and all project leads. Meeting in Hefanawe. Director Shen, is your fund charity or investment? Investment only weighs the business model and cash. Market fit tech various and genuine pain points. Not background or marriage status. And definitely not who pours wine for the bus. If the founder is pregnant, or has family care duties, that stress can't be grounds for denial. Resources can be coordinated, but you can put possible childbirth in risk assessment. Future competitions share the same sheet. In review comments, no notes saying women are unstable. Plans for marriage, kids are little, these nonsense excuses. How open is the scoring system? Candidate, review panel, audit, all can check. Business secrets redacted, but the bases must be traceable. Director Shen, this will expose health the groups, hidden rules. Real protection is giving more people a way to survive. So I'll start with myself. All special CSO approvals in the last 3 months, project resource allocations and cross-department permissions, will be fully reviewed openly. If you think you got here by connections, use the same sheet to judge me. Director Shen, you don't have to do this. Ido, if rules only judge others, but not those in power, that's just no privilege. Formal policy document beta night. Audit tracking system fully integrated. Bits agricultural automation. Brown and smart greenhouse tech. If reviewed under the new fund. First batch upgrades for provinces and cities. We launch once payment is confirmed. All factors don't just want money this time. We want output capacity. You're now the chief strategy of a set-weight group. Stop throwing company resources to your web family. People outside are short-termed. Dead, stop petting yourself on the back. Session family got in by OpenBit. Review table, output model, cash flow forecasts are all available for audit. If you don't qualify, I'll be the first to drop your name. Machines are so capable. What are we supposed to do next? Forklift apps move to drone maintenance. Welding moves to greenhouse patrol. Warehouse step shift to cold chain dispatch. Wages stay the same during training. Pass the certification. Get a job upgrade. MACHIN aren't stealing jobs. They're pulling the Shen family out of the map. No one willing to learn gets left behind. Those who won't learn get compensated per contract. Director Shen, a fixed forklifts before. Drone maintenance can apply. First to sign up, double subsidy. Pulling really has zero warmth. That's for the best. Shen family won't rely on food charity anymore. It's about audited capacity, profit, and delivery. Dead, stop wiping, otherwise you'll blame it on machine wind again. Director Shen, goods are still in the warehouse. 6 more hours in. The most valuable batch will spoil. This isn't a normal delay. Disaster hit the supply chain's lifeline again. If you wait 2 more hours, first batch market goods will all be wasted. Confirm all drivers and warehouse workers, locations. Product loss is second. Human life comes first. Flooded gangs jam backup warehouse. Township branch line. Temporary loading spot. Give me a light map in 10 minutes. Engineering and security departments are yours to dispatch. All budgets get signed after the fact. I1 doubt drone team to move to the river. Lockdown against attacks. Switch to underwater inspection. Check water levels, cans, and bridge obstacles. Clear sepet for convoys. You sure you can modify it? Who wanted me? Equipment isn't for show. It's to get people home alive. Transport mode. Non-military, non-emotion interaction. Priority is evacuation and moving refrigerated cargo. Follow Kian's crew. This township route, bridge clearance is enough. Water level 15 centimetros low. Fast convoy text editor. Don't rush. DNT overload. Security vehicle text exterior. Medikits and tour ops on board. Just made it intime. Without this route, tonight, have the goods and people would be stuck under the bridge. Director Shen saved it. Breakdown the danger. Preempt and isolate. User send equipment. To get more people home. Kian Setics bound these days. Close project file next week. Not going back to Chennai. Donate compliant service to the National Research Institute. Go through public channels. No private conditions attached. Kian's project ethical limits. Can't be changed by anyone. Capital wants a Kian vote drawn. And the scheduling system commercialized. Submit to the board. An ethics committee is fine, but commercialization can slow down. BYTI, SNT charity. We can't let someone who's already left Hingai. Likely Kian hold up the company's valuation. Chao Kian is good at disaster relief, but that doesn't mean she should satisfy everyone's personal desires. In the capital markets, you only look at results. If the result is trapping people in substitutes, I'm not making that money. Not to the family in the emotional substitute storyline. Phase 1 only opens risky disaster rescue, warehouse storage, medical, logistics, industrial experiments. Commercial models must log an undeletable ethics diary. President Chen, this will seriously lower the valuation. It will reduce the bubble, but not the real value. Lin Qian keeps the agile architecture, permanent credit, by gets industry profits. The strategy offices is in charge of implementation. No one can take over anyone else. You're splitting up group assets into 3 parts, making it easier for outsiders to bite back. No, we're splitting power, so no one can swallow it whole. One more rule. AI division executives must be evaluated by tech delivery, risk management, and implementation. No one can be hired or fired just for who they look like. Byte accepts long-term value investors, not short-term ethics meltdowns. Shen Muxi, you're suddenly making a lot of decisions for the Fu family without my signature. The Chao Kian project can't lawfully go to market. I'm not making decisions for the Fu family. I'm following the rules. The protective will Fu when left behind shouldn't just stay in pain. It needs to become a system that works, is tested, and can be passed on. President Chen, the group isn't a charity. So women's entrepreneurship fund sounds nice. But how many can really handle supply chain tech? And tech allows its risks. Grassroots training is okay. But key roles aren't end by slogans. If something goes wrong, WHO takes responsibility. Amanda Fest 20 project leads, 10 are female engineers. Night shifts in the warehouse, unmanned boat repairs. Disaster relief in blizzards. The results are all here. No grandstanding today. Byte needs results. Sincere results are here. The roles need to match. Execute the new system now. Equal pay for equal work. Promotion scores traceable all the way through. No demotion during maternity leave. No more depriving contributors of credit due to implicit overtime socializing. Credit goes to whoever did the work. Excellence are the responsibility of the person involved. With this, a lot of departments lose their agile assessment flexibilities. Yeah, they're gone. Who's going to treat President Chen's rules as vacation? Freeze both the finance budget and promotion slots. Thank you, President Chen. Why thank me? Your performance isn't by you, but this is the first time anybody put these numbers up on the boardroom screen. Before, to be considered for a techlet, you had to cut your hair short, speak softly, avoid marriage, don't get sick, don't act like a woman. Looks like that's over. Don't thank me later. Thank yourselves. If a project fails, I'll still call you out. If it succeeds, no one can take away your name. No matter how strong somebody is, there's always a limit. So turn the path you once guarded with your life into a bridge more can cross. The system runs faster than expected, because they could always run. Someone just made a various into walls before. Notify the strategy department. The global logistics map is entering the next true war. Port Texas can't be lowered again. Byte isn't here for cheap gains. We provide trunk transportation, overseas warehouses, and die scheduling. In exchange for green customs clearance for small cargo. One tariff collected. In exchange for stable jobs and more controlled goods flow, Bisecher, multinationals are giving micro suppliers entry fee waivers. ¿Qué patalists doing charity o la basadan? Charity can support a global network. Business can. Byte makes less than entry fees, but profits from goods flow density. 11 the network is running, anyone trying to bypass by, their costs will be tripled a day. President Chen, micro supply applications are flooding the system. Even financial media have changed their tone. President Chen, Mayor Chat could only supply the province before. Now we can actually see overseas orders coming in. Can we ship cold the chain small batches too? No more getting squeezed by middlemen for scraps. Fuwan used to guard the lifeline at SEA. Now that lines become a whole network. EDA compliant research equipment donation. Not in White's personal name. All through official channels. 11 se path is open. Micro supplies will flood in. Se dense se goods flow. Se more fake invoices and great transfers will get. Risk control and security need a simultaneous upgrade. Otherwise, se big the network. Se deadly is a breach. Then take the lifeline Fuwan once guarded. And lay it across the globe. Bay cold storage is pushing for delivery again. Southeast Asia just cleared shipments. Europeans have just requested more modules. All 3 lines are under pressure at 11. If any of them snaps, it ruins the Shen brand. 20 years ago, taking medicine meant Shen Group was almost bankrupt. No customers are lining up to pay. Understand, this money is different now. Every cent Shen makes, it's not taken from full packet for you. You earned it yourselves. Construction team, take a 30-minute break. Don't demolish the throw and the west side. Convert it into an agri-tech decente. Keep the toads low and well too. Yeah, it's worn and old. But it shapes the new campus layout. Let every new employee see it. Shen Group wasn't born on a lucky streak. They almost couldn't make payroll. Welcome to Global Smart Agriculture and Supply Chain Giant Shen Industries. Crying. Lights are too bright. Muxi, back then, they just wanted you to hang out at Baitacheku a few more days. Never thought you'd actually tension into an industry giant? No ambition. That see, Shen Group didn't collapse. Se biggest success. Se more someone needs to keep watch. Se security spirit that left behind. Must turn into a system anyone can copy. From now on, solo achievements won't be the top promotion metric. Overseas escorts have to rely on logistics be joint test for risk, medical, and rescue. Chairman Shen, this tended staff. Young field workers can't handle all this at 11. If it's too much, step out of the front line. Byte isn't just guarding one ship or one cargo batch. It's about people's livelihoods and lives and roots worldwide. Fuwan always hated reckless people. WH of field security gaps with lips. Some names shouldn't just get the dust. They should become rules. And checklists you run before every mission. Final batch and enforce. All overseas escort contracts come with life fast plans. No sacrifice review ends with bravery. It ends with steps to avoid it next time. Puts a focus low here. It's only steady in the storm. When President Fu saw this Jun's profile, it was done for a long time. Welcome. Can I connect right into your sandbox network? I brought the on-site data from the disaster inspection model. These technical results are rock solid. Don't let us beat the system. Audit, HR, tech committees. Breakdown Sedella projects 5-year contributions for public review. President Chen, I want to suggest a change to the ethics log rule. Aren't you going to scout there? Why your resume is suddenly being made public? Isn't the extended protocol for candidate pools? When a robot faces a shelf collapse, and someone wanders into a high heat zone, dual locks get triggered. In extreme heat, it eats up a 3-millisecond response window. 3 milliseconds could decide if a robotic arm stops a person or seals a valve fast. Promoting to vice president unusually fast? Is that experience enough? Young women might not win everyone over. Hair and men port inspection. Cat equipment downtime 47% on re-overseas lines. Disaster patrol flag 21 danger zone Sally. One less person died. One less life paid out. That's what more than a pedid resume. Whether the looks like Lin Qian doesn't matter. What matters is whether she delivers the results. Go with the rules. Turns out project performance really can move you up. Pest 72 hours. Overseas socials flooded with rumors of chance cash flow crisis. Fake data in smart greenhouses. Agreed drones massive recall rumors. And high frequency of short selling of chance stock. President Chen, the unusual funds aren't just a test. All three markets are borrowing shares at 11. The time difference is within 7 minutes. Someone staying up things online too. Same old trick hit the stock price first, then attack credibility. Wait till suppliers and insurers lose confidence, then bring cash to talk serious deals. Basically, they want to grab Shan Group's core assets cheap, notify risk control, freeze abnormal trading permissions, especially through supply chain finance portals. Cut off leverage channels fast. Shen Muxian, now's not the time to hesitate. I'm not hesitating. We just can't tip them off. We know exactly what the real target is. They're not just after the stock price. They're going after the credibility enke. If this is seen as unsafe, premiums and payouts get hit, supplier payment terms will collapse too. Shen Group will be forced to the table. So the canifes already at Shen Group's growth just needs one less push. They need some really scary evidence to make the market believe Shen Group can survive. Deya, trace the rumor source. Watch the fake accounts at the front door. Finance, get offline backups up key DAX ready. Security, start the overseas file transport plan. Level 2 response only. Don't alert the market. Don't make anything public. Saying anything now just shows we're panicking. I want them to think Shen Group hasn't got on. Chairman Shen might get wind up this too. After retiring, might get just fishes and gardens. Might just caset foreign capital being ruthless. I checked the security backup list. There are a few capable no-field agents. They're making their move now. SPK0. Ellie, there were just rumors from the shadows. Now, the shadows got hands on the knife. Their targeting Shen's is distressante. If the rating drops, credit and insurance will tighten up. Shen Group will be forced to sell their lifeline in panic. Risk control just set trading graphs. Data source tracing hit the same origin. All at Shen Group's overseas cold storage facilities are blockchain temp changes tracked by the minute. Their betting weekend show proof intime. This field team lead, lock down all storage footage fast. Cut off outside data access, then secure insurance that sends scheduling keys. Legal validates hard data list, send verification straight to the exchange window. Chairman Shan, the overseas was flipped. Coach just flagged the evidence chain, the field lead sent. Copycat media will start deleting posts. Insurance is holding off and adjusting ratings. Now the shorts need to cough up more proof. Where are the asset keys? No leaks. The control center keys still belong to Shen Group, and the joint custody with White Special. And his team blacked to fake adats. None of the core files got out. The security system that brother set up. Finally as a next generation. Take over security top level authority. Escort the field leader's real-time location. Plug the root and comes into the encrypted network. Convoy switch cars a second time. Avoided seized and wrong spot. Tettel carries can fend out. Field leader requesting entry. Starting underground secure lake check. His counter surveilling. Yeah, but SP protocol. File still go underground fast enable. Protocol. Receive top level clearance. Field leader gets special access straight to CCO's office. All security checkpoints sends green lighted. No one stopping me? Would it matter if he did? Shen Group can't afford to lose this. Neither can buy it special. Let him come up. Don't make Wang Yang wait in the rain. Less stretch is always risky. Product at the door final and off. Shen Group to Casimale hit 20 years ago. What's wrong? Distance reminds me of someone. It's not the face. It's how we instinctively shields others when danger shows up. President Chen's express elevator has to out up clear. Just needs finally check. Top floor team ready to sign for files. No one come near the express elevator. Check this field lead out. I want to know who he is. After all these years, I've always checked accent finance first. But now, I want to know who this young man is. Follow the top level handover protocol. Verified. Original DAX are unaltered. Supply chain is complete. Chairman Shen. Session Group settlement DAX have arrived safely. Please inspect. He's not my father. But that straight back is just like 20 years ago. Someone who stood in the rain, black in all danger. How old are you this year? Just turned 20, Chairman Shen. It's been 20 years. 20 years since my father disappeared. Byte Special Security already has a new field leader. Just turned 20. It's been a full 20 years since that vanished. Any further instructions, Chairman Shen? No. You did a great job this time. I'll personally review your promotion evaluation. Thank you, Chairman Shen. And for this feedback against overseas shorts, write up the full play-by-play. Make it security depth training material. Don't just write about how great you are. Explain how to protect people first in the worst situation. Cargo second, and dad's lifelines list. Understood. He's a lot like him, but not Kite. Fuen's not coming back. But Shen Group survived. Survey route is still open. And security finally learned to use rules and tech to protect more lives. In these 20 years, I've guarded the prosperity Fu Wen wanted. Every day you walked alone. Got me closer to Fu Wan.